wanted to give a little bit of attention to Vancouver Canucks former forward I should say, and current Utica Comets member Reid Boucher, because his start to the AHL season this year has just been a complete success. And he's shown everybody on these first 5 games that the Comets have played why he was an all-star in the AHL last season. Starting things off in the first 5 games of the season for the Comets, Reid Boucher is at 8 total goals and 9 total points. That's 1 assist. He's tied for first in the league in points, and he has twice the amount of goals as the person below him in the goal race. He's first in AHL goals, and the second place guy, there's a few of them actually, they each have 4. So Reid Boucher is totally up in arms above the competition when it comes to goal scoring, at least at this point in the season. And it's with no surprise, to be honest, because the Utica Comets were suspected to be one of the best teams in the AHL going into this season. Just their additions of guys like Gauntz, Dahlin, Lind, Gadjevich, Palmu, Jolevi, total all-star class of young talent. And Vancouver Canucks fans were taking a look at the Comets roster and saying, damn, they could probably do a lot of damage this year. And that's basically what they've been starting to do. Reid Boucher is first on his team in points and goals, which isn't really a surprise considering he's number 1 in the league in that category. But Zach McEwen, Tanner McMaster, Tanner Kero, and Adam Gaudette are each putting themselves on the score sheet as well. All of those guys are at a point a game too. Kero is at 5 assists, McMaster is at a goal and 4 assists, McEwen is at 2 goals and 4 assists. Adam Gaudette's at 2 goals and 2 assists for 4 points, but he only played 4 games. So, looking at how things have played out, the Comets are honestly stacked, and Reid Boucher is the one leading the charge. Just wait until this team gets Demko back. That is going to be a scary team to play against. Kulbakov has honestly been great so far. I mean, his save percentage and his goals against average, it's not really like the best. He is at a .907 and a .350 goals against average, but the team's winning games, and honestly, if this team keeps it up, they're going to be able to provide a really strong showing for themselves in this season's American Hockey League. In 5 games played, the Utica Comets have 3 wins and 2 losses, so overall it's not really, like, terrible, but it certainly is not bad. Considering that they're tied for first in their division, it's not really a bad thing, isn't it? So Reid Boucher is honestly just going to be in a position to really continue things off. He had a really good goal earlier where he batted the puck out of midair. He was like a baseball swinger out there, just whacking at it. His one-timer on the power play has really shown itself off in these first few games of the season. And honestly, just as an elite AHL goal scorer, Reid Boucher is proving to everybody why he's such a tweener between the NHL and the AHL. He's totally a guy who, if his success translated to the NHL, he'd just be an amazing goal scorer nonetheless. He broke Stamkos' record for Sarnia Sting goals in the OHL. Reid Boucher has always had a scoring touch to his game. It's just that his skating and his defensive game hasn't really allowed him to succeed at the NHL level. Sure, he's had a few good goals, a few snipes here and there, but all the snipes are coming down there in the AHL. And at 25 years of age, things are kind of coming down to the wire a little bit on whether or not Boucher is going to be a guy who fully makes that jump and becomes a solidified NHL talent. Don't get me wrong though, Reid Boucher as an athlete has already played 132 NHL games, with 20 total goals. But there's a reason he's still with the Comets. There's a reason the Canucks didn't use him as one of their forwards on this year's team. With Elias Pettersson out, the Vancouver Canucks are missing a good amount of snipage from their players' capacities and their talent levels. So if we had Reid Boucher on the team, that certainly would have been fulfilled, but that's just basically all that Boucher is good for at the moment. We don't have enough of an NHL player in Boucher to use him on the team. His offensive capabilities, oh yeah, absolutely. His passing, shooting, puck skills, great. But everything else is just not where it needs to be at the moment, which is why he's an AHL athlete. Reid Boucher is a beast in the AHL. If he comes back to the NHL in a few years, totally improves himself, becomes an athlete that we can say, yeah, I'm confident in him in an NHL role, then my goodness, we would be lucky, and I would completely adore that. But at the moment, it's not really like that. Boucher for now is an AHL beast. First in the league in goals, first in the league in points, and totally an all-star player. I just hope that he eventually finds his way into an NHL role. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Plain and simple. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Gaming, and bye.